All right, I give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to our apostle elders, which ruled great millstone well, and which taught us the truth. And Shalom to the hopeful elect and the nation of Israel, Wa Abba Babal. I declare the Fair Use Act, Section 107, that allows me to use copyright material to edify my people, the Israelite, on the accuracy of the Bible in our current time, pertaining to prophecy. All right, so I pulled up King Charles declaring digital ID. Which this is just an image, but you can see it says King Charles just announced everyone in the UK will soon get a digital ID, which it shows a phone, which it starts like that, but it'll eventually lead to the implantable microchip, the mark of the beast.
With the introduction of digital ID, that will modernize how citizens interact with public services. Ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID, that will modernize how citizens interact with public services. Ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID, that will modernize how citizens interact with public.
And he says with public services. So this shows you it's going to be attached to goods and services. So you won't be able to buy or sell eventually unless you have a implantable microchip, the mark of the beast. Now it's going to start with a digital ID on your phone, but they're going to eventually lead you to the implantable microchip using deception. All right, so right here in political, it says Donald Trump, Nero 47 promised to make the U.S. the world's crypto capital. It says in ABC News, Trump's sons distance themselves from new Trump-branded crypto. So he's bringing out his own crypto, which you will use in a digital ID. So it says crypto is increasingly utilized to power digital identities through decentralized self-sovereign networks, moving control from centralized databases directly to the individual, which eventually is going to lead to the implantable microchip, the mark of the beast, which I show with this XRP Ripple, which is a digital currency, and they have an implantable microchip, which is the mark of the beast, which it says in Revelation 13, verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, which we're witnessing, the beast system coming active, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So they're going to bring forth laws to put you to death for not having a digital ID, which once again, it's going to go from your phone to an implantable microchip, the mark of the beast, which is an abomination for the Israelites to accept, especially here in America, where the judgment of the great whore is nuclear fire. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Talking about the elite bankers of Esau, they're going to cause the rich and the poor to accept an implantable microchip through finance. All right, they're going to say you need a digital ID. You're going to need a digital currency. And then you're going to need a digital wallet leading up to that implantable microchip. and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. That's the beast system. They're gonna say you're not able to go grocery shopping without a digital ID, and then eventually without cryptocurrency, and then eventually without implantable microchip, the digital wallet. Save he that had the mark. So the only way you'll be able to operate in their beast system is with the mark of the beast, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, which is in that implantable microchip that they'll scan for you to buy and sell. Here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, the so-called white man, the red devil the Bible speaks of, the adversary to Israel, and his number is 666, Chi Xi Stigma, which goes back to the Greek, which the Greeks and the Romans were Edomites, and they would brand, tattoo, mark their slaves to show ownership. This is a new form of that. They'll mark you with the implantable microchip, the mark of the beast, to mark you as they own you. All right. And if you accept that, you're going to be destroyed with the devil, the so-called white man, which it's prophesied his whole beast system is coming into destruction. It says in Revelation 14, verse 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast, which is that so-called white man, and his image, his system, and receive his mark in his hand, in his forehead, or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, which is America, the great whore that's going to be devoured by nuclear fire. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which Yahushua is coming back with the host of heaven to save the elect and keep us from the hour of temptation, and as well as the nuclear destruction that is promised to come after they make it mandatory for everyone to have that implantable microchip for buying and selling. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, which America will be a desert forever, and they have no rest day nor night, which if you look into the actual experiments of this implantable microchip, all right, you're going to get a real bad cancer. All right, your skin is going to blister. All right, you're not going to be able to get any rest after you take that implantable microchip. Look up the movies, Implanted. It says, who worship the beast in his image, so woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. And whosoever receiveth the mark, that implantable microchip of his name, so you could have his name put inside you, you're going to be destroyed with it, which includes 2/3 of the nation of Israel and America. It says, here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahushai. So the ones that are going to be saved are the ones that are waiting on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that are Israelites. And I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, right, blessed are the dead which die in the Lord from henceforth. Because some of us are going to die in this truth, and we're blessed because we did this work while we were alive. So our work is going to follow us, and Yahweh is going to raise us up when he sends Yahushai back. And then the ones that are living, all right, we will be raised after the ones that are dead are raised, which come with the Yahushai. Yea, saith the Spirit, that they may rest from their labors, and their works do follow them. Meaning you were in the truth while you were alive, so you don't have nothing to be afraid of. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, wa abal babal.